All right, guys, it is the Friday before Labor Day weekend, and I took off today, and I got Monday off, and I took Tuesday off. So I'm going to I come up with this 5-day adventure plan, and what I'm going to try to do is do something different outside, a little adventure every day. So today Seth and I are skating, and I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the days. I mountain biked yesterday, so I'm probably going to go at least one of the days mountain bike. I think I'm going to trail run, I'm going to go dirt biking, and one other thing I haven't decided yet. So hopefully a 5-day stay mobile, stay active, have an adventure challenge. But today we're just skating around in Lexington, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to skate. I mountain biked yesterday, and I don't really feel like doing anything much today other than skating. So I'm just going to mess around and skate. I may do a little skating backwards down stuff tutorial, because I've been working on that a lot, probably the past 6 months. And while I'm not great at it, I'm not a great backwards skater. I am getting better at going backwards down things. So maybe we'll do that today, and maybe not. But we're just going to skate and have some fun. All right, guys, I'm not doing much today, so let's talk about how to learn how to skate down stuff backwards or over stuff backwards. So I'm not great at it still, but it's one of my big goals to be able to go down most anything that I can go frontwards, go down backwards. So I started, number one, just going up the banks, like you just saw in my front side stall video, just going up the banks and coming down backwards. So like up here on the fun box, just go up the fun box and go down it backwards. And even that at the time was kind of tall. So I was working on this one. This one is a little bank. It's a very small bank, but you do have a little bit of bank there. So what I tried to start doing was just working my way to rolling down this bank backwards. So let me show you what that looks like. So basically just coming to this bank and rolling down. Do it again. So coming into the bank and just rolling down. And so believe it or not, that actually took me quite a while to do. And what I ended up doing, this bank, this end of it is less steep than this end. So I just kind of worked my way from here over to here. And then I picked the next steepest bank and started working on that. And so the next steepest one is down here on this end behind this wall. And so it's here. So I did the same thing with this. Went up, come down, went up, come down, and then started working my way into coming down it backwards. So let's do a few of those. So just up it and down. Again, up and down. And once I felt comfortable doing that, I started going and kind of doing a 180 here and rolling down it. So just doing right where he is, doing a 180 and then coming down it. So let's do a few of those. So just coming and rolling over the edge. Again, so just come in, 180, roll down. And so I did that. I've done all that. I did these a lot. I didn't just do 2 times and move on. I spent weeks going down this yellow section over, and then weeks on that one. And then I came to this one, which is the next steepest. And this right here, that's about the same steepness as the fun box. You just don't have to do a 180 on the top. You don't have to roll up it to get over it. So it's just like the one on the other end. You just do a 180 and go down it. So let's do a few here. All right, so there's a couple on that one. And what you got to do on those when they start getting just a little bit steeper is you got to pay attention to putting more pressure on that back foot. When you're going down, you have a tendency to want to lean frontwards. or at least I do, and that makes you want to come up on your toes as you're going down the wall. So you really got to pay attention to kind of putting some weight on that back foot, which will be, it's the leading foot, but it's your back foot as you go down. And the more steep they get, the more you got to pay attention to doing that, or you're going to come up on your toes and fall frontwards, which is not the end of the world, but it just means that you're less controlled when you go down. All right, so after the little corner, or the little edge there by the steps, I started working on this wall, which is, it's the fun box size, maybe slightly steeper. So, but I didn't go down it from the top for a long time. What I did was roll up it back down, roll up it back down. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So just kind of rolling back and forth like that. And honestly, I did that for a long time, for many repetitions and weeks before I finally got the nerve to actually roll down it. So what I did to roll down it is just come from that side. I pushed off the wall the first time, but it's actually easier with a little bit of speed to hit these things, because when one foot rolls over the edge and the other foot's still on the top, it kind of throws you. So it's a little, this is one of those kind where a little bit faster helps quite a bit. So let me roll around, come down this wall backwards, and then show you that. So there's a couple on that wall. And again, all of this stuff was months. For me, it was months of progression to try to get to that point. And then the harder thing for me was these round top walls. So for some reason, I just have a really hard time with the rounded top walls. So even though this one is not as tall technically as that one, I didn't do this one until I had done that one for quite a while. But what I do on this one is just come here, get a little bit of speed, come down, and then go up the other side. So let's do that a few times. So there's a few times that one, and even going up the other side when I'm going fakie, when I get to the top, rolling over the top is just not something I'm really good at. I'm still working on that. It's like that backside stall. When I catch and stop, it's really difficult for me to keep my balance. So I'm still working on that. I'm still working on all this stuff. Again, I'm not a great backward skater. I can't hold my speed really good. But it's just a matter of working your way. You can't, this kind of thing, you gotta work your way. You gotta find some way to work your way to the harder and harder stuff. And you know, fear is a big factor when you're going backwards. But if you work your way up a little bit at a time, it's a whole lot less scary, and it'll give you confidence if you just do this. Like this guy right here, I went down that 100, 200 times before I felt comfortable enough to try to even go to the bank wall or the top of the fun box. But yeah, it's just, again, it's just a matter of going a little bit incremental, and I can go down this wall on either end. I don't do it on the middle when my H-block grabs, but I can go down on the end. It's just I have to go around the corner on the other end, so it's a lot more involved. But just in general, you know, I'd say work your way up slowly until you're absolutely comfortable. When you are, move to the next one. And the biggest thing is just kind of lean back on that back foot a little bit, because you'll have a tendency to want to lean frontwards onto your toes. But you got to have some weight on that back foot to keep you moving down the wall. So hope this helps. Hope this gives you some motivation to go and try to go down something backwards if you've never done that before. Skating backwards is one of the things that drew me into this to begin with, because I always love to watch ice skaters go backwards. And now that I can go a little bit myself, I'm pretty excited. So it's just an ongoing journey, forever thing to do. So I encourage you to just get out and try something. So like always, I appreciate you guys watching. And again, this is day 1 of the 5-day adventure. Hopefully I'll have some more adventures coming, and we will see you guys on the next one. So from Lexington, North Carolina, catch you later.